G'day, my name's Mark and I'm from M2 Rain Tanks. Today I'll be talking to you about a number of products, as you can see behind me, when installing a rainwater tank and looking at connecting it to the home, such as the toilet, laundry and other facilities, garden taps, etc. How you can make sure that the water quality is good enough to be plumbed back into the home. A number of these products are available through our store, so you can always give us a call or send us an email. But today I thought we should run over each item individually and explain them in a bit more detail on what they do, how they work, and how they make the water quality a bit better, and how the overall system is user friendly. And here it is working on the side of a home. The owners here can let it go day in, day out, trouble free, and very little maintenance is required as well. So we all know about rainwater tanks by now. They obviously are collecting water off a roof, and then there is some sort of filtration involved, and then it's then plumbed back into the home. So just stay tuned and we'll start to run through each product now. Okay, starting off with the rainwater tanks, these clients here have gone with a total of 3 slimline tanks. The 2 behind me are 2 out of 3. Each tank holds 2,300 litres, so they have a total of 6,900 litres. All 3 slimline tanks are interconnected and all acting as one, and then the water from these tanks is what is feeding the home and the garden taps. As you can see, the downpipe which is coming off the roof, that is interconnected with 3 downpipes. The water does pass through a standard basket strainer which comes with most tanks, and we have installed a filter bag which we can go over a bit later, which takes out dust and dirt. So that's the first part of the filtration, being the filter bag, to ensure that the water quality in the tank is already at a higher level than just the water going through a standard basket strainer. Okay, so once the tanks are full, or if the tanks have got water in them, we're ready now to be pumping the water to wherever we like, whether that be through garden hoses, irrigation systems, and then into the home. We need a pump like this. This particular model here is a Davy pressure pump. This is creating enough pressure to be able to run garden hoses, flush the toilet, run the washing machine, dishwasher, etc. A lot of people ask, do we really need a pump? Without a pump, basically you're just going to be relying on gravity fed, and gravity fed water isn't ideal in suburban areas where a lot of people like to be able to hose down concrete paths, clean the home, etc. And be hosing down cars, watering the garden with adequate pressure. So today you can get pumps that can deliver pressure as half of mains, 3/4, or even full mains pressure. This particular model here is delivering full mains pressure to this home and to the garden. So if you are used to mains pressure and would like your rainwater to be delivered at the same type of pressure, getting a pump is very, very important. This particular pump here is also fitted with a Taurium controller or automatic controller. So when the water, or when the taps are turned on in the home, the pump will automatically turn on, and when the taps are turned off, the pump will automatically be turned off as well. It also is protected against running dry. In case you leave the irrigation system running and the tanks run out of water, the pump will automatically turn off, preventing it from running dry and causing damage to the pump. So M2 Rain Tanks does supply quite a large range of pumps from Davy, Lawara, Grundfos, Onga. There are a few of the major 4 brands that they carry, along with a number of other brands. But yeah, have a chat to the guys in the office to talk to you about which is the best pump for your situation. A lot of you may be wondering what this large cylindrical thing is. This is called a pressure tank or pressure accumulator. It stores pressurized water. So the pump, which we've already discussed behind me, forces water into this cylinder. Inside the cylinder is a large bladder filled with air. The pump pushes the water up against that large bladder, causing a pressure inside this cylinder. So you could more or less be saying that the bag inside filled with air is like a giant spring, and water is pushing against the giant spring. Once the pressure accumulator is full of water, the pump will turn off. When someone in the home flushes the toilet, turns on a tap, this accumulator will deliver the water in the home without the pump being turned on. And what is happening is the bag, the pressurized bag, acting like a spring, pushes the water out and forcing it into the home. Once the pressure accumulator is exhausted, meaning that all the water in it is gone, the pump behind me again will turn on, supplying constant pressure inside the home and replenish this tank with water once again to start the whole process. What a pressure tank does is prevents the pump from turning on every time someone flushes a toilet, opens a tap, etc., and prolonging the life of the pump as well. So if you can prevent a pump from turning on every time you require water, well, you're going to be saving energy as well and saving wear and tear on the pump. So a pressure accumulator such as this is about 50 litres. They do come smaller and larger. So again, depending on your type of situation, have a chat to the guys at M2 Rain Tanks and they'll help you determine the best size accumulator to fit your situation. But definitely have a look at the accumulators because they are quite important. For the extra couple of $100 they can mean a few more years on the life of your pump. Okay, the last addition to this particular system prior to the water entering the home is a large filter such as this one here. This is a Waterco filter. It goes down to about 20 microns. Now that's going to take a lot of the dust and dirt out of the water, making it safe for flushing toilets, using in the washing machine, dishwasher and garden hoses. You can continue on from this particular filter and be adding more filters and getting down to a much finer filtration if you are looking at drinking the water or passing it through your hot water service, so then you're showering in the water. But with this particular client, stopping at toilets, laundries, washing machine and dishwashers, the 20 micron filter really was the final step to filtering the water. This is a very easy filter to be cleaning as well. Simply be turning off the system, undoing this cap, lifting off the handle and pulling out the filter cartridge, which can be washed. We do recommend to give it a wash after the first month of operation just to see how it's handling the water from the tanks, and then expanding that cleaning period to possibly up to 6 months prior to then washing it again. But it is a case-to-case basis on when to be cleaning the filter, just depending on how much dirt is actually coming off your roof. So filtration is very important on a rainwater harvesting system, especially when it's going into the home. Do have a chat to someone from M2 Rain Tanks to be making sure that you do get the right filter for the job, as there are so many filters on the market to choose from. Okay, today we're seeing rainwater tanks, pump, a pressure accumulator and a filter. Now the water needs to go into the home and also have a mains backup. What that means is once the tanks run low, the clients then require mains water as a backup to feed the home, to go to the toilets, the laundry, etc. Beside me, this is an aqua saver. It has tank water going in through one end, mains water coming through the other, and then one port which feeds the home. It senses a pressure from the pump, so when there's pressure being supplied by the pump, it shuts off the mains. The water from the tank then runs into the home facilities. Once the tank runs out of water, the pressure drops in the valve and then allowing the mains water to then be restored in the home. There are a number of changeover devices on the market, the Aqua Saver being one of them, to the Daily Rain Bank, Onga Water Switch and the Bianco Rain Saver. All of them basically do the same thing, which automatically deliver tank water and mains water in the home. So have a chat to M2 Rain Tanks to also determine which is the best changeover device for your situation. Most changeover devices do come with a 2-year warranty, so you have that fantastic backup there as well. Having a changeover device means that you don't have to worry about switching between mains and tank water. The changeover devices do all the thinking for you. This is really the last step. These clients now can have clean, fresh rainwater entering the home, garden taps, and all be going through this changeover device. So when there is water in their tanks, they'll have tank water coming through, and then once the tanks run out of water, they'll have mains water coming through. That is really a domestic system put together to the T, and obviously you can be making changes depending on what you want to be doing with your rainwater. Have a chat to the guys at M2, even get a free on-site quote and on-site inspection, so that way you know what you're getting is right for you.